Sometimes he will spend time with his mom, and then other times he will be here. So this weekend he was spending it with us. He was spending this weekend with us. Last night he was hanging out, he was right here on the crossroad, and he was talking to a friend. The friend went home and the place got quiet. About after 1, I heard 3 gunshots. I never thought that those gunshots were hitting my cousin. So I went back to bed, but not in a deep dose. About an hour later, a relative of mine who lived here, he knocked on the door and asked if we heard the news already. I said, what happened? And then he said, that him get 2 shots, he dead.
33-year-old Dangriga resident Emerson Nunez was gunned down on Gadsby Ramos Street, only a short distance from the Nunez's family home, just after 1 a.m. today. Nunez's cousin, who spoke to us off camera, believes that he was lured to his death. They suspect that a female with whom the deceased shared intimate relations was involved in the crime.
We have 1 suspect, and we're leaving that up to the police to do their proper investigation, and hoping that at the end of the day we get the justice that we deserve, because we all deserve justice. So when Emerson left here about 1 last night, he didn't left alone. Nobody would tell me that he left alone. And I strongly believe that Emerson left with somebody that he knew very, very well. Because we know our relatives, right? So he didn't left alone, and because of that, it's somebody that he knows. So we have a suspect, and we're leaving it up to the police.
You suspect that whoever he was with may have been involved?
Yes. Correct.
And it's not a case where those he were with were also, or that person he was with was also targeted, and that person may have run off or fled the scene in fear of his life?
I believe the target fled the scene as soon as he or she did what they wanted to do.
According to Nunez's relative, he was a member of a close-knit family that openly communicates their challenges with each other. She says that Nunez never once shared information to any of his relatives about his life being under threat.
He's the party goer, Pan knock, Emerson on the party dance floor. So that's a great memory that he is leaving with the family. Yes, he's great with helping out. He's our little mechanic in the yard, right? Not by trade, but he knows a 1 and 2 about bicycles. So if anything happened to any one of our bicycles, he'll do that. He knows a little bit about carpentry. He knows a little bit about mason. Every little thing he tries to learn about. So he helps us around the yard. He's our handyman. He don't have any children to leave behind, but we have greater memories with him, knowing that he was always a happy person.
The family has since submitted the name of 1 suspect to authorities in hopes that it will assist in the investigation.
At first, receiving the news, it was hard for us to accept, honestly, because nobody wants news like that. We have seen families talking over the news about losing their loved one to gun violence, and we never thought that it would have been knocking on our door. Since this incident, my aunt, which is his mother, has been taking it very hard. But what we do, because we are a family of God, we pray, and we pray a lot and ask God to intervene, because at this time we need God more than ever. So because we believe God is intervening, we're holding up, He's gone, and now we have to lay him to rest. Emerson has his mom and dad who will take it very hard. So you guys should have thought about his parents, Offer yourself to God. You did wrong, so it's best that you ask God for forgiveness, because we're going to leave everything in the hands of our Creator.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.